Right, hi everyone. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to apologise in advance if this all goes horribly wrong. I've never done a live before. I've never not edited something before, so I'm really hoping this goes okay. I've set everything up as best as I can. I've asked the children to be quiet, not disturb me. So we'll see how we go on. So you're joining me to finish stitching My Darling. This is my first ever Heaven and Earth designs. I started this piece on the 21st of May 2018, so it's just over 4 years old. I'm glad to hear that, Suzanne, thank you. Hi Ellie, you alright? Yeah, I can see the comments coming through. Hello, hi. Yes, so I'm looking forward to stitching the last 100 stitches with you guys. This time last week I still had 4,000 stitches to go, and I've stitched 3,900 of them and left it at exactly 100 to go. Stitch count on Pattern Keeper is currently 116,700, which is 99.91% complete. I've only got 3 colours in this last block, and I'm going to stitch them with you. So I'm going to move my cover sheet, and this is where we're at. As you can see, got that last little square at the bottom there that I need to do, and these are the 3 colours that I've got. These two, there's very little difference between them. I can't tell the difference between those two, but I've done it all the way through, so I'm going to carry on. So I'm hoping for minimal shaking. I've got everything as secure as I can. And I'm not going to flip the frame in order to finish the threads. I am just going to leave them dangling, and I'll sew them in at the end once I've finished, just so I'm not flipping the frame over all the time. So I'm going to zoom you guys in. Please bear with me if there's any shaking, just while I touch the phone. So there we go. And that's the last 100 stitches. Okay, right, let's do this. I'm so excited. Let's grab my needle and get threaded. So we're going to start off with this is the ecru, and there's only 7 stitches left of this one, so this won't take long to finish. If I can thread my needle. I'm feeling really nervous actually. I don't know why, whether it's because I'm live, but yeah, I checked my heart rate earlier and it was like 98. Why is my heart rate so high? But yeah, this is exciting, isn't it? So right, let's crack on. So just to let you guys know, I'm stitching this on 18 count Ada. It's the Zweigart Easy Count, and I'm using 2/2. These threads have been parked since I can't find the hole, since I got to the last 100. But I might need to start some more, we'll see when I get there. I think there's quite a few of the last 2 colours, since there's only 7 of this one. So here in the UK at the moment, it's hot. I've just checked the temperature before I started, and it's 31 degrees here at the moment, 7 PM at night, 31 degrees. It is hot. We're not sleeping well at the moment. It's like most people in the UK, we don't have any air conditioning here in this house, but it's something that we're thinking, if these heat waves continue, as they're suggesting that they will due to climate change, air conditioning is something we may end up having to have installed, because it's unbearable. I've had to shut the windows because there's people outside, kids playing and such, cars going by, and I knew it would be noisy, so it's even warmer in here. And I've not put the fan on either because that's noisy too. Right hole. Thankfully it is a little cooler in the mornings, so I went out and rode Jack first thing this morning, and my little girl came riding with me. She rode the little pony Billy, and that was nice. I am able to ride again at the moment. The ankle's holding up, which is great. Right, that is the last of that one. So I'm just gonna bring it over here. In fact, I'm going to bring it down here and just like park it there, and then I can trim it off. Oh, sorry, I touched the frame. Oh, it's so warm, isn't it, Elaine? It's just, God. They're promising us like massive thunderstorms next week, and it really cannot come fast enough. Right, I'm going to do this one now. This is 712, and then I'll leave the last one, which is 819, till the end. And just thread up my needle. I'm excited to get this finished as well, because I promised myself my next one, my next new start, which is Time of Butterflies, by the same artist, Irina Garmashova. It's a bit bigger than this one, but I'm doing it on 25 count, so it'll actually turn out smaller. But I'm looking forward to starting it, and I think I'm going to try the Royal Rose method. I don't really park now since I've had Pattern Keeper, but I fancy the idea of giving it a go. So I was watching, I'm so sorry, I don't know the lady's name, but I was watching her earlier today and watching one of her stitch with me's. Yeah, I'm looking forward to winter as well, Suzanne. It's just unbearable at the moment, and I know I'm going to regret that when I'm out in winter and I'm breaking the ice on the horse's water trough and I'm worrying about my rabbits freezing and stuff like that. But at the moment, it's just, I don't know about you guys, but I get out the shower in the morning and I immediately start sweating again, and it's horrible. It's, yeah, proper nasty. So for anyone that doesn't know, I'm using the two-handed stitching method here. It's my favourite way of stitching. And I have my dominant hand underneath, so thigh, dominant hand. So I'm right-handed, my right hand goes underneath, and I keep my left hand on the top, because my left hand would not be able to find anything if I wasn't looking at it. Just mark off those stitches. Go. Ooh, bit fluff there. Don't actually have any cats in here with me either. Anyway, what was I saying? About looking forward to winter, yeah. I'm looking forward to autumn, that's my favourite season anyway. I like, you know, lighting candles and sitting under a blanket. It's definitely not the weather for that at the moment. Hopefully we'll get these thunderstorms they've promised us. Nothing's growing. Oh gosh, Suzanne. How are they wearing long sleeves? I think I'd sit here in my underwear if I could. I hope this isn't shaking about too much for you guys. I'm trying to hold it as still as I can. I've come upstairs because there was just nowhere to put my phone holder that's holding you right now when I sit downstairs. Plus, it's a lot noisier downstairs. I haven't actually looked at it since I got to this stage. I've not taken this out the frame, but I will do when I get to the end. I'll show you the whole finished piece. And I have put myself a little signature on it with the year, ready for well, years to come, when I go, when did I finish that? I was chatting to my dad about it, because my dad did embroidery when I was young, and he's got this gorgeous piece in his house. I think I've mentioned it on my channel before, because I've told him that it's mine when he passes. Don't you let that go to anyone else. I want it. I know how much work went into it. This huge, huge embroidered piece. And whilst he's put his initials on it, he didn't put the year on it, and he doesn't have a clue when he finished it. So yeah, I've stitched 22 on this as well as my initials. That's over in the opposite corner. I'll show you when I open it up. I hope I'm not covering up too much. There we go. It's really hard to stitch and to check the camera to make sure I'm not covering you up so you can actually see what I'm doing. You see that? I've just gone in the wrong hole. Come on. There we go. I can't quite believe this is going to be finished. Come here. Skipping 2, I think, yeah, and then across to the end. Not quite in the hole, is it? Back down. There we go. I'm trying to think of what else to talk to you guys about. We've talked about the weather. We've talked about this piece. We've had a good week here this week. We took the children to Alton Towers on Tuesday. So I'm sure if you're in the UK you know exactly what Alton Towers is. It's one of our most famous theme parks, and it's quite handy that it's here in the Midlands. It's famous sometimes not for good reasons. There's a particular ride that I really don't want to go on because a young lady lost part of her leg on it a few years ago. But for the most part, it is very safe. And yeah, my son is discovering that he really likes rides. We went on Wicker Man a couple of times. I must admit, I really did enjoy that one. But again, it was very hot. Not too hot, but it was... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to knock you. But yeah, it was warm. And then later on this week, it was on Friday, we took the kids to the coast. We went to Skegness. And they really enjoyed that too. And they did go in the sea and get covered in sand. And we ate ice cream and fish and chips and donuts and did everything that you're supposed to do when you're at the seaside. And that was good fun. But it's back to work tomorrow. Back to normality. So I'm on the last colour now. We are very nearly there. It's just a case of putting in the caps. It's strange not to have the confetti actually, because the area above this, where you can see all the cat's ruff, was there were lots of different colours in that. Felt like it took me ages to get through it, but in all honesty it really didn't. That's motivation for you. Come on, there we go. Just like coax the needle to come up in the right place, don't you? know how hard this has been to leave this alone, because I actually got it to this stage on Thursday, and Thursday night I could quite easily have stitched the last 100 stitches there and then. I made myself wait so I can share it with you guys. I think when I've done it I can treat myself to a glass of wine. I'm just going to let my needle hang a second because it's just getting a little wrapped up there. So that's a tip for you. If you ever find that your floss seems to be curling and knotting, just allow your needle to hang for a few seconds. Ooh, I missed one. I can see there's a few more of you have joined us. Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me this epic moment. So excited to finish this. As you can see, I'm in the very bottom corner. I tend to start my full coverages in the top left, and this is the very bottom right. Oh, I'll tell you what I did do. I made inquiries about having this framed. So we have a framing shop in the town where I work, and I'd heard it was good because I was in the local craft shops Facebook group, and somebody had asked about cross stitch pieces and where to have them framed, and this place was recommended. And I went in to see them the other day and told them I've got this big cross stitch piece. The first thing I walked in, I said, "Do you frame cross stitch?" He says yes. And then the first thing he said to me is, "We lace it." And I said, "You've just passed the first test." He says, "Yeah." He says, "There are places that will glue it down." He says, "But we don't. We do the traditional lacing method." I said, "Well, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. I don't want this. I've spent too long on this to have it stuck to something. I want it doing properly." And, and the next thing he told me was it won't be cheap. So yeah, I gathered that. I don't know quite how much this is going to cost because I haven't taken the sizings in or decided what frame I want, mat or anything like that. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to see any change out of £200. I think it's going to be more than that. So I'm going to have to save. I did sort of tell myself a while ago I ought to have put so much a month away. But of course, money's always needed, isn't it? Putting money away for something that you haven't done yet. Find the hole, come on. There we go. Are you guys having a discussion on stitching with two hands there? I can see the comments popping up every now and again. I wouldn't be able to do it with that stand. Come on. There we go. So yes, anyway, I was chatting away to this guy in the framing shop, and a nice chap actually. Apparently they used to sell DMC in there. They used to have the carousel. They don't have it anymore. But we were discussing the price, and he was telling me that it's just so expensive even to buy at wholesale, and he doesn't know how some of these online companies such as Lakeside are selling it so cheap. I That's all I can think is because when I go on and buy some floss, I usually buy some fabric and that sort of thing. Whether it's call it a loss leader, don't they? But I can't imagine that they would sell DMC at a loss. So I've no idea. I'll just mark off a bit of a chart here. Where are we? Right, yeah. Tick. So 64 stitched, we're over halfway, guys. How long have we been going? 20 minutes-ish. How fast can I stitch? 100 stitches. Come on. There we go. Right, I'm going to end this thread before it gets too short. I'm going to park it down here and I'll snip it off later. Get my next length. Is this going to be the last one? It might well be. So I start with the loop. It does go fast, doesn't it, Suzanne? It's surprising me how quickly it is going, actually. But yeah, I do the loop start, so I'll show you how I'll do that. So I start from the top, go down into the bottom left, and then back up, top right, and then when I've got that little loop there, take the needle through it, pull it tight, and then I go back down the top right, and then that secures it. Game changer, the loop start, when you first learn it. You have my sympathies with that one, Suzanne. It's I think that one's bigger than I'm prepared to start. I mean, this, for a Heaven and Earth design, this is actually quite small. It's 400 by 292. This is the full size. They do a mini version of this one. But the next one I'm doing is bigger. I'll go through that one in a bit. But yeah, I know that this isn't huge compared to a lot of Heaven and Earth designs out there. Oh, I'm not happy with that stitch. One back. There we go. Right, and we've got 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 to go. It's therapeutic, isn't it, Michaela? I do wonder what my husband thinks sometimes when he can just sit here and we do this. Just do these 3 while I'm over here, save carrying my thread far. Oh gosh, right, 5. Four. 3. 2. We're ready. This is it. Last stitch. Ooh, come on, I want to go up the right hole. Back down that one. 1. She's done. Oh my god, I finished it. Oh. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Oh my god, I can't believe it's done. That's it. It's finished. Let's mark off the chart. I want to see that that 0. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm so glad you could share that with me. So just to confirm. Oops. Oh god, I've got to stop banging into stuff. Where are we? I'm trying to position this under the camera. Oh, it's because it's turned it round. That's why. Come on, put it back. 100 stitch today. 100% complete. There you go. 116,800 out of 116,800. All done. So if you guys want to bear with me, I'm going to open her up. So just ignore these little threads at the bottom. I am just going to finish sewing them in when everything's done. Right. Let's unscrew. Thank you so much, Lorraine. Oh, I really do appreciate you all sharing this with me. I really do. It's even more fun. I'm sorry if I'm shaking. I'm trying to undo the frame. So just over 4 years, Michaela. I started it in 2018. Right, let's unscrew. Oh, sorry, that's me unscrewing the frame. Come on, undo, undo, undo. And this side. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jeanette. Oh, I appreciate it so much. Right. Bear with me, guys. Let's take you over. Oh, thank you, Trish. So I'm just bringing you over here now and we'll do the big reveal. Right, let me zoom out. Oh, let me zoom out. There we go. Right, it's on my bed. Are you ready? Ooh, let's get it off the frame. Off the sidebars. There we go. So there she is in all her glory. Done. So, yeah, that's all the way. It's finished. Ta-da! And there's my my little signature in the corner. Just put a BM and a 22. Oh, you've got no idea how this feels. It just feels amazing. I can't wait to get it washed now because I want to get rid of those grid lines that you can see. But oh my god, me too, Michaela. I'm not cold, but I've got goosebumps. I can't believe it's done. Oh my god, the sense of achievement is just unbelievable. So let's take you for a close-up. So those eyes were the best bit, obviously. And I remember stitching all that black as part of the, gosh, it was the Hogwarts group that everybody was in. And we had to stitch some black for Sirius Black. And I remember doing all the black in her face. Or his face, sorry, this is a boy. His name's Mocha. But he reminds me of my girl. And then that's that bit that I've been doing since you last saw it. And that's it in all its glory. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Suzanne. Yes, I've got one other project that I did on gridded fabric, and I soaked it in the hot water and it came out. So I haven't got any worries about washing it. It's going to go in the bath. And I've got to get this off because I didn't know better back then. And this is actually masking tape that I put around the edges, but it's not going to affect it too much. There's enough of a margin all the way around for the framer. But I'm going to get going then, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And yes, I can't wait to get him framed as well. Although it's not going to be too soon, as it's going to cost a fortune. I've got to save up. But yeah, I'll be showing it in my next video. It should be all washed and ironed and looking beautiful in my next update. So keep an eye out for that. That's going to be at the end of the month. Oh, thank you so much for joining me. Suzanne, I really appreciate it. Elaine, Michaela, everybody that's there, thank you so, so much for joining me today. It just made it feel all the more better to be able to share it with you guys. Take care, everybody. And I will be bringing it to the Floss Friends UK retreat in October. And, of course, to the Essex Needleworks retreat in March next year. It will be coming with me to see you all. Thank you, guys. Much love to you all. Stay safe in the hot weather, and I'll speak to you all soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.